Pandemic, in about 2 minutes. It's for 2 to 4 players, and you can play it in about 30 to 45 minutes. Pandemic is a fully cooperative hand management set collection game where players compete against the board to cure 4 diseases. Players need to collect 5 cards of a disease colour to cure it, whilst also managing an ongoing and spreading epidemic. On a turn, players can take 4 actions which can include moving, sharing cards, setting up research stations, using skills, curing diseases, or discovering cures. Players can move from point to point or can spend cards to fly across the globe. Players get a unique character to play with who will have their own unique advantages and skills. How these skills are used will determine whether or not the game is won. Each turn a player takes their actions, receives 2 cards and increases the spread of the diseases. When a city would have 4+ cubes on it, an outbreak occurs and the disease spreads to neighbouring cities. 8 outbreaks loses the game. Inside the player deck are epidemic cards, which worsen the situation further and reintroduce past cities that had the disease. Do we love it? Yes. Why? The game is challenging but fair. You'll likely lose the first few games, but you'll know where it all went wrong. The cards drawn may be set up so you fail, but the uphill struggle doesn't feel for nothing. It forces you to cooperate and ensures that communication is vital. Is it accessible? Yes. Why? If you're playing with someone with experience, you won't need to know the rules. The game allows for learning on the go and runs a system that doesn't allow for deviation. All player cards are thoroughly explained and the difficulty can be reduced by removing some of the epidemic cards. Is it replayable? Yes. Why? The way cards are drawn will determine how the game plays. At no point will you play the same game twice. There are several expansions for this game too which increase the complexity and add new mechanics. Is it a must-have? It depends. Why? Cooperative games require cooperation. If you won't want to discuss things, you might not enjoy this. There's also the risk of being coached by one player in a game. Pandemic is a great first cooperative game for anyone, and it allows for lots of clear decision making even as a core game.